Chinese Pod. That's the way to learn Chinese. 中文，咱们一起学，好酷，好酷。中文，咱们一起学，好酷，好酷。Chinese Pod, Chinese Pod.
Hello and welcome back to Chinese Pod, bringing you the basics in spoken and listening in Chinese, Mandarin Chinese language. Now, today we're looking at a dialogue where two old friends, I think two 老朋友, old friends. Could you give us a tone on that, please? Old friends, please.
老朋友. So, third tone. Second and third.
Okay.
Let's do it again. 老朋友.
Okay, good, 老朋友. Good. Now, two 老朋友, we've had this term before. They meet, they haven't seen for some time. And this is very typical of the exchange that you might hear in that circumstance.
Hey, 好久不见。
对呀，你怎么样？
不错，不错。你在忙什么？
我一直在工作，没办法。
嘿，好久不见。
对呀，你怎么样？
不错，不错。你在忙什么？
我一直在工作，没办法。
嘿，好久不见。
对呀，你怎么样？
不错，不错。你在忙什么？
我一直在工作，没办法。
Okay, now that was our dialogue. Let's look at it with lots of rich keywords in there in Chinese, spoken Chinese. The first, maybe we could go through it sentence by sentence, Jenny, and then I'll translate.
As we always do.
As ever.
We often have people tell us things like,
I gave learning Mandarin a shot, but then I realized I really don't have enough time to commit to it.
folks who felt this way love Chinese Pod Recap. In as little as 90 seconds a day, you can refresh what you've learned so far while adding a bit of what's new to your daily learning. An innovative language learning tool to fit the busy, fast-paced lifestyle of today's professionals.
嗨，小李，好久不见。
Hello, Xiaoli. Long time no see.
对啊，你怎么样？
Yeah. So how are you doing?
不错，不错。你在忙什么？
Not bad, not bad. What are you up to?
我一直在工作，没办法。
I just work and work. Nothing you can do. Now, we need to drill down and look more specifically at the meaning of the sentences. We'll give you the literal translations. So, could you start again, please? First sentence, please, Jenny.
哎，小李，好久不见。
Now, Xiaoli is just a term. So the girl's name is Li. And
Yeah, her surname's Li,
Li.
and she's probably very young. That's why we call her 小李.
Xiao as in little.
Yes.
Or young, okay. So she calls her Xiaoli. Now, this is really common expression, right? 好久不见, right? Could you give us that maybe 2 or 3 times, please, Jenny, that expression?
Okay. 好久不见. Second time, a more natural speed. 好久不见. And let's do it again. 好久不见.
Okay, now the literal translation of this is pretty accurate. Long time no see. Long time no see.
Do you actually say that in English, long time no
I
see?
believe that the expression long time no see in English is actually came from Chinese. I actually believe it did because it's so literally.
Yeah.
Right? So in way, 好久, now 久 means a long time, right?
Right.
And 好久 means a very long time.
long time. Yeah, and 不 means no.
Yes.
And 见, of course, means to see.
Yes.
There you go.
So I believe that English expression really probably did come from a literal translation of Chinese. 好久不见, long time no see. But it's very useful and it's very common. You'll hear it every day in China. Now, the girl answered, Shaoli said,
对呀.
okay. Now, 对呀 basically just means that's correct, right?
Yes.
对呀, you're right, that's correct.
And then she says, 你怎么样? Another very, very useful
Absolutely.
expression.
你怎么样 meaning how are you doing?
Yeah.
Now, let's look at that a little bit more. This word yang, could you tell us something about this?
Yang literally means a kind or type.
A type or a
Yes.
kind, yeah. And so, 你怎么样 is, if you translate literally, it means what kind are you or what's
What form are
what
you
form
in?
are you in exactly? Yeah. So it's a good way to ask somebody. So how are you doing?
A nice icebreaker.
A nice icebreaker. 你怎么样? Could you give us that 2 more times, please, Jenny?
你怎么样? 你怎么样?
Maybe 1 more time, more naturally, more quickly, please, Jenny.
你怎么样?
Great. 你怎么样? Okay, good. Now the girl says,
不错,不错.
great. Now, 不错, again, literally translated means not bad. 错 can mean wrong or bad,
bad,
right?
yes.
Right. Now, could you give us that twice more, please?
不错,不错. 不错,不错.
Okay, so she actually repeats herself
Yeah.
there. She, 不错,不错 means, yeah, not bad, not bad.
I'm actually doing very well.
Yeah. So let's put that question and answer together again.
你怎么样? 不错,不错.
Great. So how are you doing? Not bad, not bad. Now, she also asked another question.
你在忙什么?
One more time, please.
你在忙什么?
Now, 忙 is a word we had in a previous
Before,
lesson that
yes.
means busy.
Busy.
忙 means busy. So, 你在忙什么 means what are you up to? What have you been doing? What is keeping you busy? You might translate literally. So, one more time, please, Jenny, that question.
你在忙什么?
Great. Now, great way to ask somebody. So this is very natural conversation. You
Yeah.
haven't seen somebody for a while. You ask them, so what have you been doing? One more time, please, Jenny.
你在忙什么? And let me tell you, this is the standard conversation in
Absolutely.
China. If you haven't seen someone for a long while,
Yeah.
you can't, go out of script.
Absolutely. Now, Shaoli says,
我一直在工作.
okay, now let's break this down. 我一直means straight
Yeah,
or direct.
always.
Always.
I've always been working.
That's
I
right.
work and work like you translated.
Yeah. So 我一直在工作. Now we had 工作 before meaning
To work.
So you can guess maybe 我一直在工作 meaning
I've been working straight nonstop.
I've been working nonstop. Just or another way you could say, oh, I've just been working all the time.
Yeah.
So one more time, please, Jenny.
我一直在工作.
So I've just been working all the time.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Chinese Pod Trivia. Our first question is, how long will it take you to become an intermediate Chinese speaker using the Chinese Pod app? Is it A, the rest of your life? B, you should already be an intermediate speaker? C, 3 months? Or D, Chinese Pod has an app?
You should already be in.
Ooh, that is incorrect. The correct answer is C, 3 months. That's right. Head over to ChinesePod.com now to register for your access to over 4,000 lessons. Get the Chinese Pod app now on Google Play or the App Store.
Now, the last item I want to look at is very, very, very common, and I think it reflects a lot of Chinese attitudes in some ways. So
whining, whinging,
a little bit.
helpless.
Helpless a little bit. Could you give us that sentence, please?
没办法.
Again, please.
没 办法
And one more time.
没办法
Now, 没办法 literally means there's nothing you can do.
Yes.
A 办法 means kind of like a solution to a
yeah.
problem. So 没 as in 没有 means none. There is none. 没办法 means, well, there's nothing we can do. I think maybe there's a French expression that is a little bit similar in some ways. C'est la vie, meaning
Yes, that's life.
this is
right?
life. What can you do? But I think 没办法 is even more even more depressing in some ways. It's like, oh, 没办法. There's nothing can be done about it.
Yes.
Now, maybe we should listen to that dialogue one more time.
嘿，好久不见。
对呀，你怎么样？
不错，不错。你在忙什么？
我一直在工作，没办法。
Good. So that was our dialogue today. It's two friends, haven't seen each other for a while. This really is the type of language that you'll hear on the streets, people speaking. So go to ChinesePod.com. You can get a transcript in a PDF format. You can print it out. And I do recommend that if you get the chance to get together with a few friends who've listened to the lesson, print out the PDF, and you can use it for a lesson that you could have in a Starbucks or sitting in your living room. It'll take you about 15 to 20 minutes. But that study of the characters in the sentence pattern will really, really help you to consolidate what you hear in these lessons.
And hopefully you will have more fun doing it that way,
It's fun. Yeah, the PDF will really give you a lot more idea about how to actually do that. We'll provide you with ideas how to structure, let's say, a 15, 20-minute practice session with your friends. Okay, Jenny, I think it's time for us to say 再见.
As usual, Chinese Pod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number 0045. So just go to www.chinesepod.com/0045 and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/0045.